Zombie apocalypse.
Hey yo, what's going on guys? It is your boy Heybo, back with another video, and today I wanted to go over everything you need to know about Star Wars Battlefront 2. From the top to the bottom, we're going to be going over it today. We're not going to waste any time. If you guys are new around here, make sure you hit that sub button. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments if you guys got any questions about anything. This game is free on the PlayStation Plus store. If you guys are PlayStation Plus members, you guys can get this game alongside World War II Call of Duty for free. Now, let's jump right into it and not wasting any time. Upon booting up the game for the first time, you guys are going to see this menu right here. It's going to look kind of cluttered, kind of difficult, scary to look at. I understand. I was once in this situation. But I'm here to help you guys figure everything out. Now, you guys are going to see different tabs here. They're going to be very, very weird. Now, these tabs are for different things. Of course, you can see home, play, collection, career, and options. We're going to get into each and every single one of those, what they mean. Now, guys, if you look here on the home tab, you have different things such as challenges, quick match, selected game mode, or a suggested game mode that they would like you to try. And also, maybe some promotional things. Right now, 20% off Jedi Fallen Order. A little deal you could get for having Battlefront 2. These things are going to show if you got any crates. Upon loading up the game, of course, you're going to have some crates. I highly suggest you open those. Might be some bundles, different things. Never know. In the bottom, you also have to the right of those crates, unopened crates, you have challenges that you could do. Some of them are daily, some of them are weekly, stuff like that. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They give you credits. Now, credits are going to be used for different things that we'll explain later on in the video. But yeah, if you just want to hop into a quick match, you have that option right there on the home tab, or their suggested game mode for the day. You can also get into that. Now, guys, one thing I forgot to say before we got into everything. The size of the download, as you can see right here, is 115 gigabytes. Not a small game, right? So you definitely want to get an external hard drive, extended storage, whatever you guys want to call it, or maybe even clear out some storage before you get into actually playing it, because it's a decent sized game. My PlayStation's only 500 gigabytes, so of course I had to get an external hard drive. I got a 2 terabyte, as you can see, installed in extended storage, so I'm all good to go on that for a lot of my games actually. But yeah, the main focus is Battlefront 2. Make sure you guys have enough storage. One main key focus there. Now, guys, up next for the tabs, you have the play tab. This is where you're going to be jumping into the action. You have different things you can select here: multiplayer, co-op missions, and single player. Of course, each one I will go into detail later on in the video, but this is all the tab is about. Different modes, a couple different things you could choose from here. You know, slight, easy navigational menu there for you guys to get a hold of some gameplay. Now, guys, the next tab is the collection tab. This is where it's kind of going to get confusing for the newcomers. If you guys see, you have classes and heroes. Again, we're going to go into further detail as to what each character does, what all the classes are. But this is where you could go and upgrade your weapons, go and upgrade your classes, put on star cards. Of course, you know, like I said, we're going to go into detail as to what everything will mean. By the end of this video, you guys will be fully prepared to hop into a game and be ready to go. But yeah, that is the collection tab. Shows all the heroes, villains, starfighters, stuff like that, and everything for you to use in the game. Now, guys, the next thing is your career tab. Shows what rank you are currently in the game. Of course, the newcomers, you guys are going to be rank 1. Or maybe you're coming in a little bit later, depending on what rank you are. Maybe you're trying to find out some different information, but we got it here. This is where all your challenges are going to be. Challenges that you can complete. Different things you could do. You have campaign, arcade, multiplayer, troopers, heroes, and starfighters. And of course the time challenges. Max rank being 50, as you guys could see. But yeah, guys, pretty simple there. Just challenges. You guys can go into detail and look at all those challenges. See which ones you might want to complete. They give different rewards, all sorts of rewards. Now, guys, the last little tab you can see are the options. Of course, I'm going to have screenshots of everything, going over some of the options. You guys can go into detail, change your audio settings, your video settings, stuff like that. I'm going to show my controls, stuff like that. You can see the credit list, see all made the game, adjust the gameplay sliders. But yeah, it's pretty simple. You just got to go in and try it out for yourself, see what you want to do. But here are my settings. Of course, you guys can pause this at any time and check. But yeah, pretty simple things right there. Pretty easy to change, look throughout. And yeah. So yeah, guys, back to the play tab. You go in the multiplayer, it's first option sort of thing. If you're going in order that you have to choose from. Of course, you got different modes like heroes versus villains, more modes that we'll talk about later. And supremacy, you have the different ages, the age of the Republic, Rebellion, and Resistance. For the gameplay's sake, I'm just going to go with the Republic. I'll show you guys how long it takes me to get into a lobby. Doesn't take too long. Of course, with the game being free, people getting on and downloading, trying to get in. Some people might just click the first thing they see. Of course, that being multiplayer, bada bang, bada boom, they're in the lobby. But yeah, this is on the map Naboo. A very cool thing about this game, there's various different maps. And inside the different maps, there are various different locations that you could play at inside the maps. Of course, this one being Naboo on Theed. Now, we're going to load in. It's pretty simple. You're going to be playing against online people. The objective of supremacy is 40v40. You attack 5 flags, kind of like Battlefield. Whoever gets to 200% goes to the enemy's ship and tries to take that ship down. Of course, they got different objectives inside the ship that you got to do before you can just go in, guns blazing, trying to destroy the ship. Now, the load time does take a little bit. Of course, it's loading all the graphics, stuff like that. Had a little bit of error loading in. First time I've ever seen that, given the circumstances that I've been playing for a long time. But yeah, as you can see, we load in. First thing that we have to do is board the dropship because we joined the game mid-session. We're going to start blasting some people. Hopefully get some kills, get some damage. The more damage you do, the more points you're going to get. Now, these points are going to be used to get different things. As you see, when we first spawned in, you had different selections for characters. And this is where you could choose your assault, heavy, officer, or specialist class. And of course, once you get the appropriate points needed for the heroes and villains, you could choose those. But be wary, if you play online, a lot of people are going to be getting those heroes and villains pretty quick. There's a lot of sweats that play this game. Just kind of got to look out for that. Of course, you know, get the hero and the villain at the right time. I wouldn't get it right before a game ends. As you can see, we're going to go board the enemy ship right here. Very cool. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much supremacy. Of course, different maps fitting the time scenario. You're not going to be playing on the Death Star in the Age of Republic. You know, it's going to fit the right time frame. But yeah, guys, moving on to the next thing. Now, guys, the next thing on the list is the heroes versus villains. You have different options: actual heroes versus villains, hero showdown, and hero starfighters. First, we're going to go to the hero starfighters. It's pretty difficult. I have not spent much of any time in this mode. I like playing the trooper modes. You know, if you like flying a starfighter, here's your chance to load into the hero versus villains starfighters. Of course, you got different modes for that. You don't have to be specifically just the heroes and the villains starfighters. But this is what the mode's all about. They have different special things. Of course, Darth Maul's, Boba Fett, Starfaders, Kylo Ren's, and Iden Versio. Iden Versio is going to be someone that you get to know a little bit later. I'll explain and touch on detail for that a little bit later on in the video. But yeah, guys, you guys can pick different things, quit the star cards once you get the starships leveled up. Now, of course, this is pretty much just a basic thing. I'm going to let the gameplay roll out for a second. Let you guys kind of get the audio, kind of feel for it. See what everything sounds like. It's pretty difficult, though. I, myself, again, haven't spent too much time. You can see all my starfighters are level 1. But yeah, if you are interested in flying a starship, here's your opportunity. Jump on in.
Shot connected.
Now guys, next up is the actual heroes versus villains. This is where you could choose from an actual hero like Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, or a villain like Palpatine, Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, and battle it out in a 4v4 situation on different maps. Now on this one, we just so happen to be at Bespin, one of the best maps for heroes versus villains. Of course, we had the light side. Got to choose between all the light side heroes. Of course, Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, Lando, Rey, Yoda, Finn, Obi-Wan, Anakin, and BB-8. Choices for the light side. Started out as Han Solo, switched it up to Luke Skywalker. Very cool mode, though. You guys are going to see some highlight clips of, a little bit of gameplay that I gathered up for the video. But yeah, guys, I'm going to let that roll out. Enjoy the gameplay for a minute. Let me know what you guys think of this game so far. And yeah, catch you guys in a minute.
Is under. Hey, roll them in. Look at this. Nice.
Alright guys, I kind of wanted to cut in really quick. If you look at the middle bottom of the screen, you see a blue bar that sometimes will go up and down depending on what is happening. This is your stamina bar. And depending on each hero, each one has a different certain amount of stamina. Lightsaber attacks, stuff like that, will cause the stamina to go down a little bit. Using special abilities for each character. Of course, we'll get into each character's special abilities later on. I'll show screenshots for everybody to see for what each character does. Now, you need to make sure that you don't just go in lightsaber attacking like a madman. You want to make sure that you use your stamina wisely, because you don't get unlimited lightsaber attacks. You don't get to do unlimited force chokes with Darth Vader. You can't just do all you want. You gotta use it wisely. Make sure you play it smart when using a hero, especially in trooper modes, because if you run out of stamina in a trooper mode, deflecting your the enemy shots coming in, if your lightsaber, you run out of stamina, you're gonna be wide open to getting hit. So yeah, just pay attention to that. Get back into the gameplay. Now guys, the last thing on heroes versus villains is the hero showdown. This is a 2v2 matchup in round basis. It goes in 3 rounds, best of 3, where you only get to choose one hero. You're stuck with that hero until the next round. Of course, once you die, you're dead. It's kind of like a S&D Call of Duty type vibe, but it's 2v2, kind of like gunfights on Modern Warfare, if you guys ever played that. But yeah, this is where teaming up with your other teammate is going to be key. If you're partied up, comms are going to be necessary. It's more kind of like the sweat heroes versus villains type of vibe. Because, you only get 2 characters throughout the map. Say, like, if you want to combo a Anakin and a Obi-Wan to force up a attack and a defense mechanism, then you could do that. Always make sure you pay attention to the enemy. Never know what they could be doing. But yeah, here's some gameplay of the hero showdown. Now, last but not least, on the multiplayer tab, you have things like Galactic Assault, Starfighter Assault, Blast, Strike / Extraction, and Ewok Hunt. I'm not going to go too far into detail or show gameplay on these. These are kind of things that you can just jump in for yourself. I'll kind of explain. Galactic Assault is kind of like Supremacy, but you just play objectives. You're not traveling onto another person's ship, like the Dreadnought trying to take it out. Starfighter Assault is the heroes versus villains starfight, but without the heroes versus villains. You still get the option to use them once you get enough points. Blast, you know, it's just fast-paced blaster action. Strike and Extraction is objective mode. Ewok Hunt, I'll let you guys kind of get into that yourself. Ewok Hunt is a lot of fun. Definitely recommend it. But yeah, guys, up next we're going to kind of go into the co-op mode and discuss some of the things over there. So yeah, see you guys in a second. Alright guys, up next you have co-op missions. These are things that I like to play a lot on stream. These are basically missions with objectives, kind of like Galactic Assault, but it's against bots. You and 3 other actual people team up to take objectives and, you know, kind of play throughout different maps. You could choose whatever time era you want to play in, or you could choose any and play throughout random time eras each match. But it's a great little way to level up your characters, level up your weapons, get challenges done. I am currently working on getting a Darth Maul skin, the old Master skin. So co-op has been a very big help on getting eliminations on the dark side, doing that. But yeah, guys, co-op is a very fun mode. You could kind of get a feel for the game doing this. I highly suggest you guys try it out at least once or twice. See how you like it. But yeah, co-op is a lot of fun. Highly suggest you try it out. As you can see, you got 3 other randoms that I came in with. Started out as a stormtrooper. We got an objective here to defend A and B. So you know we're just gonna eliminate as many people as we can. Hold them off the objective. Again, these are bots, so nothing to fear. They're not the smartest players out there, so you can overcome them real easy. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna kind of let the gameplay show a little bit as to what this mode offers. I think we ended up getting Emperor Palpatine and going on a shred here, getting some eliminations. So yeah, you guys can see what all happens in co-op.
I thank you for bringing this to my attention.
And yeah, guys, last but not least on the play tab is single player. If you guys did not know, Battlefront 2 has its own campaign. This is where you get to know Ida Versio, and the character that she is involved with takes place in a interesting time era. I'm not going to show any gameplay on it or anything. This is something I kind of want you guys to get in and interact with yourself. It's a very good campaign. Highly recommend you guys try it out. Good storyline to it. Kind of leads up, you know, if you're really interested in the Star Wars stories, kind of shows a little bit going on in between certain eras and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, highly recommend you try it out. Next thing I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about is star cards. Star cards are unique to each character class and hero and villain. As you can see, these things have different things, like survivalist for my assault character gives health on elimination, stuff like that. You got different things for the heavy, the specialist, and the officer. They all grant different things. Highly suggest you guys read up on them. Now, in the description, I'm going to have a link towards the best star cards for each one. It's kind of like a playlist. They're from different content creators, but I highly recommend you guys go check them out. You know, leave a like, tell them that Heybo sent you, stuff like that. But yeah, guys, as you can see, I'm leveling up the star card here for Emperor Palpatine. The rating goes from silver to green to blue to purple. For the rarities, now each level you get a upgrade point that you could use towards these heroes, villains, and classes of each character. But yeah, guys, I use specific ones. Again, I got them from these content creators in the playlist below. Again, I'll link it for you guys. Highly recommend you check it out. It gives you a huge advantage. Star cards are overpowered. I don't care what the next man that plays Battlefront 2 says to you. These things are highly used in the game, and I highly recommend you guys check them out for yourselves. Now, also on the collection tab, you have different classes: assault, heavy, officer, specialist, enforcer, aerial, infiltration, armor, speeder, artillery, fighter, interceptor, and bomber. Now, these are different troopers that you could use in game, different speeders, stuff like that you can use in game. Highly recommend you guys check up on these as well once you load in, kind of read up on them. The assault character is the main one that I use. As you see, level 200. They each have different abilities, in which certain star cards can change those abilities, but they are very interesting. Each one plays a different playstyle. If you're more of a sniper, then the specialist is for you. If you're an assault character, you know, assault for you. If you like running and gunning, maybe the officer, like getting those battle points quick. And the other ones are just different ones that once you get a certain amount of battle points you could use, like the B1 Super Battle Droid. Very cool. I highly recommend you guys try some of these out. I love the Infiltrator. But yeah, guys, highly recommend you check them out. Very cool. Different things you use in the game as a uniqueness. Another thing I kind of wanted to go into detail is on the career page. Of course, we talked about the ranks and challenges and all that stuff. I mentioned earlier that I was going for the old master skin for Darth Maul. Of course, these give different emotes, rewards, outfits, stuff like that. Kind of go over the outfits, what characters have selectable styles and stuff like that. But you guys can see there are a lot of challenges to do. Campaign, arcade, multiplayer, troopers, heroes, and starfighters. And also time challenges. Very cool rewards. Of course, you know, I said I was going for the old master skin for Darth Maul. Very worth it. They changed it as of today. It used to be 5,000 kills with Darth Maul, now 5,000 kills with Darkside Villain. So that's another thing you guys can think about. Some challenges. If the game gets a little stale to you guys can go for different challenges. Now, guys, going to the collection section, you could see an appearance for Darth Maul. As you can see, the old master. That's the one I'm going for right now. Very cool. Glad that Darth Maul got another appearance. But yeah, guys, there are different appearances for each character. Of course, you know, certain characters are going to have different ones. Luke Skywalker has 4 appearances, while only Darth Maul has 2. A standard one and one that you can get through challenges. Each one is different and kind of fits towards, you know, outfits that are throughout the movie series, whatever it may be. Certain characters don't have them. As you can see, Boba Fett does not have any appearances, but yet emotes, victory poses, and stuff like that. You can get those throughout the challenges. As you can see, Darth Vader doesn't. Now, Chewbacca has 3. Very cool. I'm kind of going to go over all the characters that do. Of course, Vader doesn't. Boss doesn't. Palpatine has 2. He just got one with the Scarif update. He got his Rise of Skywalker one. Han Solo has a couple different ones. 7 to be exact. He has some from the Solo movie and some throughout the normal movies, episodes 4, 5, and 6. Of course, Iden Versio also has 2. Again, character that you guys will learn throughout the campaign. Yoda has 2 appearances, his Grandmaster and his hooded appearance. Characters like Rey has many appearances, 6 to be exact. She has different ones that has Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, and you have one that has her yellow lightsaber at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. Darth Maul, of course, you know, he has the 2, one being the Sith appearance and the Old Master appearance. Very cool. I'm going to kind of showcase the characters that do have different outfits that you could choose from. Of course, most of these are either going to be bought with credits, as you can see in the top right, 170,000 credits. Now, I do own the Celebration Edition of Star Wars Battlefront 2, paid for edition, where you get all the outfits, emotes, victory poses, stuff like that for the characters. If you guys are heavy into this game, I highly recommend you guys check it out. Maybe you would like to invest into the game and get those outfits for paying that price. Very worth it in my opinion. Or you can grind them out, earn them with credits or through challenges. But yeah guys, here's the rest of the characters that do have appearances. Now with each character, you guys could see here different weapons. Now each character, Assault, you can see these are the weapons for Assault. Each one gives a personal feel. I highly suggest you guys read up on these. I'm not going to show gameplay on each single weapon, as the video would be way too long then. But yeah guys, these are the weapons for each one. You guys can pause, read up on them if you want to, or get in the game yourself. I highly recommend playing with each one, seeing which one you like the most. But yeah guys, these are the weapons of Battlefront 2. Last thing I kind of wanted to show you guys is if you're wanting to play with some friends, you have the option to do that. As you can see in the top left corner on the screenshot right here, you guys can see an option where it shows my PlayStation profile picture right there. You guys can see it. It's highlighted in yellow. That is how you could go and navigate throughout the menu to invite friends, stuff like that. But yeah guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed, learned something new, stuff like that. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. And yeah guys, make sure you leave a like if this helped you in any sort of way. Hit the sub button if you are new and this was informative to you. And yeah guys, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the day. I will catch you all later. Peace guys.